for coming, for the fourth players. Now, to start things off, who here is familiar with improv? Raise your hand. Who here has never seen an improv show? First time. Okay, a good bunch of you, yeah. Alright, so an improv show is a show that is completely improvised. Kaya nga improv, diba? It's not scripted, it's not rehearsed, everything here is done on the spot. So everyone here is just thinking off the top of their minds. So, half of the show is going to be very reliant on you guys. Is that okay? Yeah! Are you guys ready to participate? Yeah! It's gonna be fun, guys. Okay, so let's try a little bit of the participation right now. We're going to call out the category and we'd like you guys to yell one back at us. Let's start with something like animals. What is an animal that starts with an A? Alpaca! B. Bear! C. Cat! Okay, you guys seem like a pretty smart crowd. You guys are all our friends after all. So we're going to raise the challenge a little bit, and we're gonna time you guys. Okay, the average time for doing this is about 2 minutes. We're gonna give you guys 2 minutes, and we'll see how fast you can do it. Now, since this is a 2016 year-ender show, we'd like to ask you guys, what are things or words or people that you associate with 2016? Is that okay?
Yeah!
Okay, we're gonna go through the alphabet. Ready? Is the timer on?
Timer is on.
Timer is on. Things you associate with 2016 and A! Aleppo. B!
Bongbong Marcos!
Bongbong Marcos. C!
Commitment!
D! BTS!
Extrajudicial killing!
Extrajudicial.
Oh no!
F!
Fuck boy!
Fuck 2016! What's after F?
G! God!
H!
Harambe!
Harambe! I! Ivy Marcos!
Wow!
J! Judicial killing! K! Letter K! Killing! L! Bibina ng mga bayan! M! Marcos, not a hero! N!
Marcos!
Not a hero! N! Marcos, not a hero! O! Opposite! Oppressed! P! Letter P! Peppa Pig! President! Q! Quarantine! You R! Come on guys! R!
Come over there!
R! Racism!
Wow!
S! Sexism! Ang negative pala ng year na to, guys.
T! V!
Letter V! Violence! Bogos! W! Watermelons! War! X! White supremacy! X! Xylophone! Extrajudicial killing! Okay, Y! Yellow!
And zebra!
Okay! Everybody give yourselves a round of applause!
That was 2 minutes and 22 seconds, everyone.
But this
Which
year,
is great.
yeah, because this year was really long, so the 20 seconds is fine. Okay. Thank you so much for participating. We're gonna start a show now. Now, using some of those words that you guys gave us, we're going to do a little bit of an introduction, if that's okay. And we're gonna be telling you things about ourselves with the words that you gave us. Okay, we're gonna start. Okay, guys, clap with us.
And I like to get silly, so much better than artificial killing.
My name is Zach.
And I like the color yellow. The Simpsons are some yellow-colored fellows.
My name is Joer, and I wanna sing slower. I'm not Harry, I like Harambe.
My name is Jason, and dapat ubusin ang mga kumakanin.
My name is Keo, and I don't like Marcus. Thank God he's now a carcass. My name is Santi, and I don't like Trump, and yeah, he is crap. My name is Kyle, I can play the xylophone. Yesterday it was, bought a new iPhone.
My name is Chamby, and I have a Filipino family. That's why I don't believe in white supremacy. Guys, that was our introduction. Thank you so much. Let's give a hand of applause for Will J on the keyboard. And we're gonna start the show. Okay, great. Now, we are going to tell you a story. Is that okay? All right. We're gonna start with an interesting story. Now, our improv mates, my improv mates here, they fancy themselves to be really great storytellers. So great, in fact, that they don't want to just tell you any kind of story. They want to tell you a story in a group, as a group. Now, I'd like to ask you guys something. If 2016 was an object, what would it be? A knife.
Casket.
A knife. I first heard knife. Okay, so this is a story of the legend of the knife. Okay. Now, they're going to ask you for 4 movie genres. Now, just go. Give us the movie genres.
Hollywood.
Disney. Horror. Bollywood.
Rom-com.
Okay. Thank you guys. So to recap, he's gonna do horror. Bill J's gonna do horror. Jamar is gonna do Disney. And Joe is gonna do Bollywood. And Santi is going to do rom-com. Okay. So once again, this is a game called Conducted Story, The Legend of the Knife. Okay. Storytellers warm up.
Legend of the Knife.
One day, I was in my shop and I was preparing some roti bread, and all of a sudden I had a sudden urge to wake up from my coffee.
I stepped out and I saw that it was still
Under the sea. I was wondering why I was submerged underwater. I am a vampire. Why would I be underwater? But before I thought about it too hard, I saw a beautiful mermaid. Her hair was flowing like red velvet, and I just couldn't help but introduce myself to this lady. So I walked up.
And I said, "Do you like mango chutney? Because I will dance for you to the tune of mango chutney." And I did this and did that,
and soon she was hypnotized under my spell. So then I told her, "Come home with me."
Walk to the edge of Pride Rock where I will bless you with my presence. And she slapped me in the face. And she said, You think that I will just fall for your stupid romantic words, you idiot? And she slapped me again.
And I said, blah, blah. So then I took up my...
And I danced like this and over again.
Until my magic carpet arrived, bringing me my mystical knife that will cut open the doors to
hell. And so I took her there, dragged her by her feet.
And she just kicked me away and ran over and called.
I was quite sad that day because my relationship with this girl was going to die, like a sad Bollywood song.
Because that morning she asked her mirror who was the fairest across the land, and she received
A reply, and when I asked, there was no reflection. So instead, I broke the mirror, took the shards, went to her, and thus the legend of my knife. The legend of
Alright, so that was Conducted Story. Thank you very much. Up next, we're playing a game called Death Race. We'll need 3 improvisers up on stage. We have Keo, my friend Jason, and Santi. Okay. Right now, I'm going to ask you for 3 suggestions on unlikely ways to die in 2016. Unlikely. Cooking. Hitting snooze. And from this side.
Petting a gorilla.
Petting a gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So to review, we have cooking, petting a gorilla, and hitting snooze. Okay, so the game is called Death Race because they're going to use your suggestions to out-die each other on stage. But of course, because it's a race, it's going to be a competition. So to start our scene, so yeah, this is Death Race with your suggestions. Take it away, guys.
Mom, Dad! Oh my God, this zoo is so amazing!
Honey, I don't know why you brought me to the zoo. I'm busy. It's almost Christmas. I don't know why you need to bring me to the zoo.
Oh no, it's just, I don't know, it's Christmas
Give me
time.
pepper. Give me pepper. I need some pasta sauce. Come on, Dad. Give me pasta sauce. Thank you.
We never spend time together. Oh look, it's a gorilla.
No, don't say it. Gorilla.
You cannot look at the gorilla before you've had 3 square meals.
Yes, because you have stones.
Okay, sige. Where are the plates?
Okay.
Alam mo, hindi ko alam kasi kakagising ko lang.
Sleeping, Dad. You're always busy cooking, you're always busy sleeping, you never spend time with me. I'm just going to go look at this gorilla.
Do not look at this gorilla, and also, why is your father's alarm clock in your pocket?
Oh no, I wanted to.
Oh dear, it's in my pasta now.
I stole his alarm clock because I didn't want him to.
Come to the zoo.
Yes, I want. Oh, see,
You don't like me, no?
Anak, why do you hate your stepfather so much?
He's my stepfather. I'm supposed to hate him.
I have learned to love you and your mother's cooking, so no.
My mom's
Son.
cooking. That's it. No.
Let's picnic.
Wait, now our clock is ringing. It's ruining the pasta.
Wait.
Okay.
We have to turn it off.
Yeah, we have to.
Anak, dito ka lang. Wait lang.
Okay, fine. I'll stay here with the gorilla.
Babe, pindutin mo yung ano.
Okay, I'll be
Ang ingay!
Okay, wait.
Look,
Will you please
This
wait?
gorilla is petting me.
Do not pet the gorilla. Pet the gorilla. Oh no. Oh my God, Sandy.
I'm bleeding.
Oh no.
Ano kaya yung gorilla na yun?
Okay, wait. Let's just turn off the snooze button because it's really noisy. Okay.
Kaya siya na-agitate kasi dahil sa
Okay, I'm
alarm.
so sorry.
My family! They was the one! mushroom truffle pasta mo, Besa! Para hindi masayang sa afterlife ako na lang yung nakain. Pero medyo rotten na yung itlog!
That was Death Race, guys. Alright, I'm so glad all you guys showed up. We got a very special guest. Before we get to him, I need a prompt from you guys. What is one country that you wished you visited in 2016?
Russia.
Norway.
Madagascar.
Sure, we'll take Norway.
Sri Lanka. Russia.
Norway. We got Norway. Alright, we got a very special guest. We flew him all the way from Norway. Why don't we give him a hand, guys? Our Norwegian poet. And with him today, since we can't speak Norwegian, is his translator. Sir, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Herdy Ferguson. Good evening, my name is I am from Norway. Your country is hot and sweaty.
Alright, Mr. Him. Alright, so what I'm gonna need from you guys is what is something you lost in 2016? Something you lost. Not love. What did you lose? Object. Object. Let's go with an object. A tangible thing. Glasses. Alright, let's go with glasses. So, our Norwegian poet is here today to perform his award-winning piece called Love is Like Glasses. Take it away, guys.
Love is like glasses. Without them, I am blind. I am lost. I put them on, and all is clearer.
Pretty hurdy her. A pretty her. Nitty purr, nitty birdie purr.
Sometimes I toss love aside and look at various objects around me, wondering what they might be. Were I in love, this could be a dog. It could be my love.
Bird. Hershey birdie purr. Hardy purr. Hardy birdie church purr.
I scoop up my love. It is but a pomelo. I crack it open, looking for something within my heart, juicy, red, dripping. It is sour.
Pretty hurdy her. Pretty purdy purr. Pretty purr. Pretty purr.
But once again, I put my love, that is my glasses, back on, and all is forgiven of my pomelo. The end.
Alright, good, thank you very much. Okay, moving things along, we're gonna play another game. This game is called Two Polls, and I'm gonna take 3 of our players right now. So, Ae and Will J are gonna be our players, and then we're gonna need one of our polls, Kyo. So here's the thing. So we're gonna have 2 polls, one on the left, one on the right. These polls will serve as like when they're tapped, they will feed us suggestions for the nouns that the players are gonna use. And for the other poll, we're gonna need an audience members. Anyone wants to play? It's gonna be very easy. You're just gonna be tapped on the shoulder. You're gonna feed a word. You, sir, would you like to play?
That's sir.
You got play? This one. Okay, we got let's give him a round of applause. What's your name? Chappy. Okay, good.
Alright, so first we're gonna ask our two players to step out. Yeah. Alright, so for Chavi,
Oh yeah. For Chavi, so they don't care. We're gonna need a letter from the alphabet. 3, 2, 1, go.
C.
C. Okay, so you're just gonna say now. Start with the letter C. Okay. Only now. Okay. Okay, and then for Kyo, we're gonna have a category things that you. No, yeah. What did you have for breakfast in Japan?
Saba. Fish. Saba. Fish.
Takoyaki. Types of takoyaki flavors. Okay. So, she will say takoyaki flavors, and Chavi will say the things you start to see.
okay? Oh, and then we're gonna need a prompt for our players. So, what is the first thing you thought of when you woke up in the morning?
Santa Claus.
Shower. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Shower. Let's go.
Kuya, ang tagal mo naman sa shower. Ano ba? Malita na ka sa school.
Dali lang, ini-imagine ko pa si Cabbage. Kasi dala ko siya.
Okay, I don't need to know. I don't need to know your personal preferences.
It's a good loofah.
You know what? Okay, just stay there with your cabbage. Did you remember to prepare the
Car.
for the day? Because that makes sense. I was prepared for something. Ayos na siya? Oh my God!
I'm wearing a towel. Ano ba?
You know, hindi ko yan thing, okay? You're not our siblings. That's
I'll
weird.
get the car ready. But first, let me get a custodian to help me with the car.
I know, ever since, we won the lottery, we just have custodians for everything now.
Nag-day off ba si Berting?
Oh, sabi niya that he was taking care of his cheese. Cheese!
His cheese? Ba't siya yung employer niya? Anong ginagawa ni Hart? Something wrong with his family, ah. I noticed it from birth. Ate.
You know that we're not supposed to talk about it. Okay, mommy and daddy, they're politicians, they're very impressive, and today is very important. We just have to be there and smile. Even if we don't agree with what they do, the least we can do is go there and offer our
Cartimar.
Because we own it. We're rich.
I forget. Custodians, Cartimars, cars, everything. I feel like sometimes we sell
Galunggo.
kasi that's trending up. When I check Twitter.
Can you just hurry and get changed?
Okay, let's
Change.
go.
It's my turn. Get out of the shower.
Okay, I'm go.
Bumalik pa ka dyan eh.
Hey.
Ano ba? Where did you leave your chocolate? Here!
That's not chocolate, ate! Everybody!
I ran out of words. I was like,
Hello, all right, we'll get right into the next one. We're going to do something called Famous now. And so we're going to call two of our advisors, my friend Can over here, and again, Zach, the wonderful poet Zach. They're going to be acting out a scene for you, a two-person scene, and every time Will J on keys, give it up for Will J. He's going to play some sort of theme, some sort of song that changes and colors what their scene is going to be. All right? So, in order to get this scene going, what is something you did this year that you found absolutely boring and tedious?
Sleep.
Sleep. All right, we're going to do Famous with sleep. Good luck. And take it away.
Sir, you're late.
I couldn't get up this morning. It's one of those things where
Are you in the wrong time zone, sir? Did you check your
no, I
watch?
just oversleep sometimes. It's something I do. I need to get a new alarm clock maybe, or
I'll check the alarm clock, sir. Nakaset siya ng tama. 7:05. 7:05 is the time that you need to go up the bed. Rise up now.
thanks for that. I think that's a great idea. We should really set a better schedule. Something I've been trying to do this year. You know, a clock. What a great idea. Sir?
I feel so much brighter in the morning once my shirt's on. If only I could sleep with my shirt is on. Once I put my pants on, I would be even more ready for the day.
Because I can't go outside with my clothes on. And, you know, maybe I should stop sleeping naked.
Yes, sir, we're very... I don't know the word, sir. It's hard.
We're a little bit formal, I have to admit. I mean, given that you see me naked every morning.
Yes, sir. But it's in the job description. I have to do it. I have to see you naked. I have to clothe you. I have to do this every day. From the list of 1 to 10. Sir, 1. It's even in English. It's getting hard. I can't read.
It pains me to see you like this, dressing me in tears, setting my alarm clock, weeping. How can we fix this relationship?
Cut it in half, sir. Cut it in half.
But I have needs. Like, for instance, breakfast would be good.
Yes, sir. I'll prepare the breakfast.
Yeah.
Do you like instant noodles? Lucky Me is #1 here.
Actually, it's number 47 on here. No instant noodles.
Oh.
Yeah. All my noodles must be cooked 37 minutes. They're very special noodles, imported from Norway. So, yeah, it says imported from Norway. That's actually in Norwegian.
Yes, sir. I'm struggling right now, sir, to read this. I can only count to 10.
All right. Well, today, you shall make me the noodles.
I will make the noodles.
Today, you shall boil the water.
I will boil the water.
Today, you will iron my shirt.
I will iron the shirt.
You will starch it like never before.
I will do it.
Today, the floor shall shine. It shall shine like the moon.
Yeah, sir.
You know, it's a little bit.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Ae, and I'm going to be voiced by Jason before this gig.
Hello. My name is Jason. I forgot to introduce the game. This is called Three-Way Dog. And I will be voiced by Can on my left.
Hi everybody, my name is Kat. I'm so excited to have you guys here. I'm going to be voiced by my best friend ever in the whole world, Ae. And to start this game out, we'd like to ask you, what was something that you thought would be cool to do in 2016?
Skydiving.
Skydiving. Okay, surfing. Okay, surfing. I heard surfing. That's great. Okay, so once again, my name is Ken, and I'm being voiced by Ae.
And my name is Ae, and I'm going to be voiced by Jason.
And again, I'm Jason being voiced by Can. This is Three-Way Dog with surfing. Big.
Yes, honey?
We're going to our dream destination. Di ba, you like, ano na nga yun? Ano na nga yun?
Is it surfing? Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Jamaica! I am your tour guide and surfing instructor, Can Pineapple.
Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Romualdo. This is my wife. She likes to introduce herself.
My name is Sheila.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Okay, we're going to start with our surfing lessons.
Sir, gusto ko po sa beginner course. Sir, gusto ko sa beginner course.
You know, here in Jamaica, we voyage from island to island on our surfboards. We are Jamaicans.
Teka lang. Ibig bang sabihin niyan na kailangan transatlantic na yung mga lessons namin sa surfing?
Han! Kalma ka lang, Han! Kalma ka lang, Han! Baka nagpe-pressure si sir.
Anong pressure? I am the great god of surfing. Sir, don't talk over me, sir. Don't talk over me.
Sorry, Han!
Honey, alam mo naman magaling ka sa lahat ng ginagawa mo pero kailangan minsan magpaturo rin.
Okay, sir. Dahil lang, sir.
Actually, parang may alam akong pose eh. Papakita ko sana. Papakita ko sana yung alam kong surfing technique mo.
Kadiri ka, sir. Kadiri. Sobrang kadiri yan, sir. You can't. That's not allowed here. I am the surfing instructor here, okay? You listen to me. Maybe where you're from, you're good, but not here. I am going to show you the ultimate surfing technique. Okay? I'm not sure what it's called. I'm just gonna show you.
Han, gusto ko siyang sabayan, no? Nahe-elims ako.
Oh, sige, tayong dalawa dito sa surfboard.
Han, you join me, Han! You join me, Han! Join me, Han! There's space po!
Only two people on the surfboard. We have to be very close to each other. Sir, lapit ka ba sa akin, sir?
Ay, sir! Sir, gusto ko po yung wife ko yung kasama ko. Baba ka muna, sir. Baba ka muna, sir.
Honey, sige na nga.
Paano yan? Gusto ko yung asawa mo eh. Okay. That's something we like to call personal truth, guys. So, we have a very special event for you guys tonight, and we're so excited to have you here. Speaking of special events, I need to ask you guys, what was like something, you know when it's a new year and you have resolutions, what was something in 2016 you promised yourself you would do but never got to do? Exercise! Exercise, that's great. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so proud to present to you Miss Exercise 2016. Okay. Take a look at her lovely and very fit, or sometimes fit contestants. Let us start with contestant number 1. Please, ma'am, introduce yourself.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Petra Tutalas. You can call me Piti. I believe that when you practice every day, you will also be beautiful. I believe that.
Okay, let's give a hand of applause to Piti. Ma'am. Okay, let's go to contestant number 2. Ma'am, would you please introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bisuela Biscuit. But sometimes my lolas call me Bicicleta. And I believe that the key to believing in God, no matter what your religion, is spirit cycle. Thank you.
Thank you, Bicicleta. Contestant number 3.
everyone, my name is Ricarda Simuenza, and my friends call me Richard Simmons. I don't know why. They call me Richard Simmons. And I believe that health and fitness is 10% inspiration, 10% perspiration, and 80% exasperation. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for the math lesson, Chris. Richard Simmons. And last but not least, our lovely contestant number 4.
Good evening. My name is Barbara Santos Smith. You could call me Bruh.
Thank you, brah.
Wait, I did not say what I believe in. I'm smart, huh? I'm smart. I believe that to achieve a good body is 20% exercise, 80% diet.
That's true. It's a math wars here. Not just beauty, but also brains, apparently. And we're gonna start off with our question and answer portion with our judge spot over there. Our first judge, Hio.
Our first judge is the president of Urban Ashram. Okay, so what's your question, ma'am?
Why do you think running can help eradicate poverty in our country?
Wow! Okay, good luck, contestants. Hindi ko yan kaya. Let's start with contestant number 1.
Good evening, ma'am. So, it's a very timely question. So, it's something that we can address because poverty is the #1 problem in our society. And I believe that running can help this because poverty is a problem. And if you run away from our problem is gone. And I knew that because my mother once told me about this. She's a good PT. The best soy latte that you ever had. And me. It's still less fat.
Okay, thank you for that very enlightened question. Contestant number 2, same question.
Thank you, Judge, for being so generous with your physical energy. To address your concern about running to alleviate poverty, I think you can tell that we have too many people running in this country who don't know how to solve the problem. But it's okay because, like I said, the key to love of anyone, of any God, of any being, living or dead, is the spirit cycle. And during any election, I propose, and I said this to my American friends when they were friends with Donald Trump, and to my Filipino friends because I'm half-half, you can tell. When we were talking to Miss Grace, kasi mahilig din siya sa turon. What I sent both of them in that letter was, we don't talk anymore. But if we attend the same spirit cycle class, there will be no more poverty in the Philippines.
Thank you, Bicicleta, for your very rambling answer. Contestant number 3.
Thank you, Ms. Judge, for your very cardiovascular question. I believe that running is very crucial in eradicating poverty because, as you can see, someone ran around the middle of the year and actually won. He ran for presidency, and look what he's doing, he's eradicating the poor. I was jogging this morning and I saw someone lying on the ground. He was very still, he was very, I don't know, kind of like frozen. He was wearing a sign, and I read the sign. It's hanging on his neck. I don't know why. And it says, whenever I see girls and boys on the street, yun siguro yung huling nakita niya.
Thank you, that got dark way too fast. Last but not least, contestant number 4.
Thank you, Miss Urban Ashram representative, for your very non-yoga related question. To answer the question about whether running or how running should alleviate poverty, I think it only solves 20% of the problem. Because the other 80% is obviously diet. It's an actual adage, look it up. I propose that to alleviate poverty, our poor people in the Philippines employ a diet of the 3 G's. Grow, glow, and go foods. If they follow this simple 3-step program, you will lose 10 to 20 pounds in a couple of weeks. If you read the book by my favorite fitness guru, Jillian Michaels, she wrote in her book, in the chapter about diet and proper nutrition, jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, Batmobile lost its wheel, Joker ran away. Eggs are a grow food. Please eat them. Thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 4. Our lovely contestants, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we have to eliminate one. So contestants, would you please turn around and hold your numbers above your head. Everybody, please raise the number of the contestant you would like to be eliminated. I know it's hard. Raise the number of the contestant you want to be eliminated. Go on. Okay. What is it looking like? Oh, okay. We are so sorry. Contestant number 1. You have any words, ma'am?
I believe that this will take in sessions like the BP.
Thank you. You're eliminated. Okay. Our next question is from our next judge.
Okay, so our next judge is the High Priest of CrossFit Manila. So, what's your question, sir?
Hello, ladies. What's your favorite yoga position and why? And you must answer it while doing it.
A challenge and a question portion. We are going to start with contestant number 3, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Judge, for your very flexible question. My favorite yoga position is known as the posts. And you do like this. And it's, you know, because when you stand straight up like a post, you channel all your energies up towards the sky, into the sun, which will radiate its energies towards everybody else across the solar system. I learned this position, well, in my yoga class, just actually around 3:30 today, and my instructress told me that the best way to do the standing postman position is to just turn down the lights and close the door. I love that dress, but we don't need it anymore.
Thank you for too much information, contestant number 3. Contestant number 4.
Thank you, Judge, for that very tantric and Hinduistic question. Thank you. Thank you. My favorite yoga pose is actually the fruit bouquet. It's actually a new pose. It's in the newer school of yoga. I don't know if you've heard of it. You should check out the website of fruit bouquets. I'll have to do the pose now. Okay, it's a little dynamic, so please bear with me. Normally, to put myself in the mood to do the fruit bouquet pose, I recite this mantra.
One more.
Let me read it. This is my mantra. Katawan, katawan, katawan. Oh, katawan.
number 2.
I would thank you, Judge, for your question, but because you like to force women into position, I think I'm gonna pass. But I will answer you anyway because the answer to hate is always kindness. Now, if you could just remind me, ay, teka lang, I remember. Napasubo mo ako. My favorite yoga pose, and I'm not very experienced, is the Chinese wheelbarrow. But I think we only can do it with partners. The reason I like it, kasi it involves yung mga gulong. At alam mo naman, yung pinaka-pastime ko, for love and kindness, despite forcing women, yun nga. Bisikleta, parang yung nickname ko. Sinabi ko rin sa host kanina, umuwi ka na, baby. Di na ako sanay nang wala ka. Kaya siya nandito ngayon, guys. Para tulungan akong mag-Chinese wheelbarrow. Oh, hold 1, 2, and 3. Release breath. Okay.
Thank you. Nagdamay mo ako dun ah. Okay, once again, it's elimination period. Let's have all 3 contestants turn around. Remember, this is contestant number 2, number 3, and number 4. Please raise the number of the contestant you'd like to eliminate. I know it's hard. Who would you like to eliminate? Okay, sorry, contestant number 3. Any last words, ma'am?
I would just like to say that I'm feeling very 80% right now because of you.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now it's time for our finals. Let's give a hand to our last 2 ladies, guys. Look at them. Look how good they are. Our last question, our chairman of the board.
Okay, so our judge is the warlord of Slimmer's World. Okay, so madam, what's your question?
My question is, what is the best exercise routine that you can recommend to everyone that will give them a sexy body?
Wow. Back to basics. Let's start with contestant number 3. Oh, that's number.
Yes. Judge, thank you, Miss Warlord of Slimmer's World. First of all, let me say I'm a little anti-war, but it's okay if that's how you run things in Slimmer's World. Anyway, if I were to suggest a particular regimen for people to follow, especially for, it's January, I would recommend that you take ecotourism. Because why? Why do we take ecotourism? Because we live in the Philippines. It's 7,100 islands. 7,107 islands. Dumadami pa kapag low tide. And we need to take advantage of using the islands, swimming across the seas, and just exploring everything. I realized this when I heard the famous song from Freddie Aguilar from his 1970s album called Lumangoy Ka sa 100 Islands. And this was the first line of the overture. I know I'll never love this way again. Let's love our environment, because if we exercise in it, papayat din tayo.
Thank you for that very revolting question. You tried really hard. Contestant, next last contestant. Please, our final answer for the night.
Thank you, Judge, for calling me sexy. I cannot assume because I have BDD, but wait lang. The best exercise for looking sexy has always to do with cardio. Okay? Whether you like to run, like Madam Judge, whether you like yoga, or whether you like looking sexy. Diba? So, my main recommendation to all of my fans, is to do what you love. Whether that means ecotourism, that's up to you. And you can answer that question by voting later. One thing that you should always remember in choosing what you love is it's not about lust, but it's about basang-basa sa ulan, walang masisitungan, walang malalapitan. Sometimes loving is a lonely exercise. Sometimes your spirit cycle class mag-isa ka lang. But you have to love it anyway.
Okay, thank you, ladies. We are going to do this by a round of applause. Now we need to turn around. Just applaud for the lady you would like to win. Is it contestant number 3? Is it contestant number 4? Let's do that one more time. And let's make it clear. Contestant number 3? I think our winner is going to be contestant. Magbato-batopik muna kayo, guys.
Oh my God!
Contestant number 3. This exercise, would you please take a bow and give us your speech?
The message that I would like to say revolves around the image I hold in the palm of my hand. Wag na lang pala. No matter who you are or where you came from, you can always find time to do squats or have a cocktail. It's up to you. I'm under pressure because I can't have you the way that I want. And this means that no matter who wins the beauty contest, it's always about how well you take care of yourself, no matter what your spouse wants.